out the group for the Penguins. So as we prepare for tip, Van Sluten will win the tip and take it back to Jones. We are underway. Moving the ball around the outside, Dykstra swings it over to Jones, drops it into the low post. Well received, shot up, no good. But Van Sluten with her own rebound, fading away and gets it to fall.
Early scoring is always great for the Spartans. This is what they did last game. They got in there and took the lead really early on, and they were able to maintain it.
And perhaps predictably, the pressure is on early. Foul going to be called that time on Kennedy Blair. A little too aggressive there as this pass goes to the far side. King ball handling, trying to work it through a three-player weave here in the backcourt.
Blair did have a few fouls last game as well, many in similar fashion to what we just saw.
And that right there is quality defense, 10-second violation. Santoro couldn't get across the timeline. And that is just going to be one of those mistakes that you can't make often against this Spartan team. Dykstra over to Halleck, moving it around the outside. Halleck lets it fly, three ball, no good. Nice rebound wrapped up there by Gregory. Penguins now on the offensive, first time being able to set it up, and it's a turnover to Dykstra. Halleck in transition, jump stop, kicks it out. Blair thinks about it, drives in, right-handed layup, no good. And Penguins want to slow things down. So they now try to pass it along the baseline, and it's taken away once again by the Michigan State defense, and we have a foul way in the backcourt. And that one is going to be on Kennedy Blair. Looks like she might have gotten wrapped up. She's not going to be pleased with that one.
You don't want to take this many fouls this early in the game.
Yeah, and that's two for her. And Melissa Jackson over there, only the second season at the helm, but she is no stranger to Northeast Ohio. Spent a long time at Akron.
Jackson comes from Cleveland State, and she brought two girls with her, one her original year here and another one this year.
A lot of quality talent there in Northeast Ohio. As there's a nice little turn-and jumper. Gets it to fall. That one, I believe, from Baker. Now swing to the outside. Corner three up, no good from Shoemate, who just entered this one. Santoro moving the ball along, and once again it is taken away. Mara Dykstra is all over the passing lanes. Jones drives inside, swatted away, and it will be a foul. She'll go to the line for two. Penguins will go to the bench for the first time as Hayden Barrier. A little bit of a jump scare there with the ball coming right at you.
Yeah, you never want to see that ball coming straight towards the camera like that.
Jones does sink the first free throw, the transfer from Purdue. Very quick at shooting those. That is something you're going to have to get accustomed to very quickly. So following consecutive made free throws, excellent press break. This one lobbed forward to Gregory. Easy right-handed layup and tying it up at 4. Excellent press break there. Jones crossing it over, kicked into the corner. Corner three up. Shoemate gets it to fall. And Emma Shoemate drains that one for the Spartans' first three of the contest. Spartans back in full court press. Man coverage. Crossover behind the back, and it's knocked loose. Possession will stay with the Penguins. My goodness, they're just all over them, Maddie.
You see a lot of really good talent coming in with the Penguins to this game. Casey Santoro there herself has shot 6 out of the 9 attempted 3-points she's gotten so far this season.
It'd be interesting to see. We haven't seen Youngstown State attempt from 3 yet. It feels like they're in a real hurry. They need to get a little more comfortable on the offensive end. 11 on the shot clock here. Won't have an abundance of time to do it. Nice inbounds, drop step. Gregory stuck with nowhere to go. Kicks it back to Baker. Now to the outside. Shot fake on the 3. Mid-range jumper up. No good. And Halleck with a nice board. Halleck driving down the left-hand side. Kicks it out. 3 ball up and rims out. No good. Slowing things down in the half-court set now for Youngstown State. Got to be a little bit more proactive thinking passing when they've slowed things down previously. They have not done a good job of reading the defense as that one is left short. Rebounded by Van Sluten. Out the other way. 3 ball up and it's good. Emma Shoemate. Second made 3 of this one, and the Spartans lead by 6. Pressure on the baseline, and that's a 5-second violation. Can't get the inbounds in time.
Yeah, a lot of fouls kind of early on in this game, it feels like, especially comparative to some of the previous 2 games for these teams respectively.
2 quick free throw attempts, splitting the pair from Brown, and gotta think quickly here on this inbound, and they do, able to get it in. Now can they get it out of the backcourt within the 10 seconds? Stepping up and able to get it across. Mid-range jumper up, no good. Good attempt that time from King. Scrum for the rebound, coming away with it is Michigan State. Brown, miscommunication there. And now pushing in transition, Erica King. King crosses it over to the left-hand side. Sort of a bounce pass that went off the foot, and now it's taken away by Van Sluten. And Van Sluten fouled from behind, no shot. That one's going to be charged to Sophia Gregory's tab.
Gregory is one of those really important players coming into this game for Youngstown State. She has 22 rebounds on the season so far, just between those first 2 games, and she was named first team preseason for the Horizon League.
Yeah, this team was not in the top half of the Horizon League last year, but they were voted to finish 3rd, including receiving a first-place vote in the preseason rankings, and that is almost certainly going to be an offensive foul. A little too strong on the turn there from Alexander. She'll pick up her first foul. And for Iceland, they're just leaning in with the shoulder. Oftentimes going to be enough to get the call. Youngstown able to get it into the half court. It's been a few minutes since they've scored last.
Closing in on 3 minutes since they've scored, and in that same time, MSU's gone 7-0 in scoring for them.
Big run for the Spartans. They're a team that lives on those. Pass along the baseline, and it's a quick bucket up for Paulina Hernandez, a Cleveland State transfer. Able to end the scoring drought. Now can they get a defensive stop? Van Sluten not going to make it easy. A nice little layup there with the left hand. Trouble getting the inbounds, and they're going to give this one to Michigan State after it bounced back off of Youngstown State. And these jobs, and it's another deep ball from Emma Shoemate. She is on fire.
That'll be MSU's 3rd 3-point of the game so far, and Youngstown State hasn't attempted any yet.
A lot of trouble in the half court, but they take their first 3 here and sink it. Hayden Barrier buries that one from downtown. 16-9, Blair driving in. That one off of her knee. It's going to be Youngstown basketball.
That'll be Blair's 3rd foul so far in this first quarter of the game.
Penguins with all 5 players back, just trying to find a way to get out of the press. It's been relatively productive as of late. 18 seconds left in the shot clock. Pass over to Hernandez. She has it taken away from her. Blair in transition. Little Euro action. Passport declines. Not there. And one. Iselin Alexander gets that one to fall. And she's got a chance to convert the and one here.
Where MSU has really excelled so far is forcing those turnovers and taking the ball back into the scoring zone. They really keep teams away from being in position to make those scores themselves.
Alexander misses the back half, but that was another offensive rebound for this Michigan State team, something they aim to do very well, and that is a double dribble. If I've ever seen one, it'll go the other way. Jones will check back in for MSU. Starting lineup's been the same for each of the first 3 games for MSU, but they certainly go into that bench with regularity. A lot of comfort in all the players on that bench for Coach Fraley.
That really just shows the depth of this Spartan team. And coming out of that timeout, MSU had 7 points from the bench. So when you talk about depth, it's really demonstrated time and time again.
And Alexander with a nice little post hook, getting it to fall 20-9. MSU with an 11-point lead now. Cameron gets it across the timeline. Over into the corner, 3 ball up and no good. Whiffed on that one. Santoro, face guarded by Jones. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Kicks it over, 3 up, and it's another air ball. Hayden Barrier hit the first one, but back-to-back air balls from her. A lot of substitutions coming here. If you look at Shoemate, those 3 made threes have made up quite a difference in this game.
Shoemate herself is matching the scoring of the entire Youngstown State roster so far in this first quarter.
Never a good feeling when you see one player is matched your scoring. Over on the outside, Jalen Brown sliding across, uses the window and gets it to fall. Nice play there by the athletic transfer from Arizona State.
That'll put MSU 3 for 3 out of their last few field goals, and they're on a 6-0 run against Youngstown State at the moment.
Brown forces the turnover there, but can't keep the feet in bounds. Now there's some discussion amongst the officiating crew. And it seems as though they may want to take another look at this. I don't know that anyone is requesting it other than the officials. They're content with the call that they made. Shot clock is the discussion, of course. So they're going to have to go back and figure that out. The shot clock is a real tricky one.
Seems to be a very frequent flyer in these games we've had here at the Breslin. There was.
Oh, and we'll take a look here with the shot clock down at the bottom. That is synced with the one here on the court. So stepping out of bounds there, looks like that would be right at 21 seconds to go, which is currently at 29.
And caught that shot clock.
Youngstown State able to use that side inbound to get it immediately across the timeline. 15 seconds to work in the half court here. Couple of players that prefer to be inside, stuck on the outside now. 3 seconds skip pass, shot up, feet set, Cameron no good, and it's Van Sluten pulling down the board with one hand. Spartans on the run, back to Halleck. Baseline cut, across to Jones, corner 3 no good, And a nice, strong rebound from Sarah Baker, the reigning Horizon League Freshman of the Week. Back into the corner, another three, and this one falls. Hayden Barrier sinks her second. If Youngstown State wants to get in this one, they'll need those three-pointers to start falling. Over to Halleck, her three ball falls. Darren Halleck, senior from Grand Rapids, opens her account with the tray there.
Halleck has been a huge player for Michigan State so far this season. She went into today's game averaging 16.5 points per game.
Scoring has been really well balanced for Michigan State. A lot of players in the high scoring department as this one is dropped down and it's an offensive foul. Sarah Baker a little too aggressive with it and the Spartans will take it.
Now Sarah Baker was a medical redshirt last year. She missed 22 games out of the 2024-25 season with an injury.
Yeah, and she has certainly rebounded well in her redshirt freshman campaign. Rashonda Jones. Out near the Spartan head, passes it to Van Sluten. Turning, fade away, no good. Youngstown State with 3 seconds. Can they get a shot off? Put up and no good from Baker. Yeah, and in this game, there have only been 6 made three-pointers, and the two number 5s accounting for 5 of those. Now, Youngstown State, starting with the ball in the half court, they really struggled here last quarter, so that one's going to be swatted away. Trying to feed the low post here is not going to be easy with the aggressive help side from Michigan State.
Michigan State's aggressive defense has really forced a lot of turnovers for Youngstown State. They've had 10 in the first quarter, and MSU scored 10 points off of those 10 turnovers.
Well, you can add 2 to that tally as Kennedy Blair just took off to the races to finish that one.
Blair's another player who's really had an impressive performance. She was a walk-on her freshman year and suffered a foot injury and was not able to play most of the season.
Playing here in her home state of Michigan. Now with the crossover is Santoro off the glass, but a travel will be called first. Yet another turnover for the Youngstown State Penguins.
If you're the Penguins, you really have to look at how can you keep possession of the ball, because you can't score if you don't have the ball.
That is true. Because that's a real nice move there from Rashonda Jones, junior from South Bend, Indiana. Making a nice play there. So she is playing defense in the backcourt, able to get it across to Santoro. Lobbed over. Nice quick ball movement here from the Penguins. Birch out there working the high post, and that'll be a foul off ball. I think this one's going to be charged to Blair. Blair has 3 fouls now.
It's a lot going into the second quarter. If you're Blair, you really want to look at how you can avoid getting any more of those and keep playing good basketball.
Halleck swipes that one away and hits.
The site she brings into this game, having played here at the Breslin Center for 4 years herself.
Something special about the environment here. That is for sure. Nice back cut going up, and she'll go to the line for 2. Nice take by Faith Birch.
Faith Birch is one of the captains for Youngstown State, with the other 2 being Daisha Lewandowski and Casey Santoro, the transfer.
A lot of leadership on this team as Birch's free throw rims out, no good. First free throw attempts of the game for Youngstown State. Birch is able to split the pair.
When you talk about the environment here with how loud the Breslin Boom and all the fans are while they were attempting those first 2-3 free throws, you got to wonder how hard it is to focus on it.
Hard screen there, but no call. Van Sluten, mid-range jumper, no good. Put back from Shoemate. And Emma Shoemate adds to her total.
Shoemate has been a huge player in this game so far. 9 points, now up to 12 or 11.
First player in double figures. Now for the Penguins, 20 seconds on the shot clock. And they're facing a difficult help side, and they're snagging one away is Van Sluten. Van Sluten drives to the baseline, dishes it off to Jones. A lot of patience on the outside, swing over to Jalen Brown. Brown has it nearly stripped away, but it will be a foul on the Penguins. Will not be a shooting foul, so it'll be on the floor.
When you look at the numbers for this game so far, something really sticks out is neither team has any blocks so far.
This one goes over to Halleck in the corner, 3 no good, rebound pulled down. In this game, a large part of that, it hasn't been played too much on the inside. It's mostly been either transition or hitting a 3.
Very interesting dynamic to see from these two teams.
Little run and gun action. Pass to the inside. Really nice cut up with the left hand and one. Faith Birch goes hard to the rack and finishes, but Jones goes down hard.
Fire foul. Called on Jones. Players first.
Real strong take, able to use the window with that left hand, but Rashunda Jones took the worst end of that fall. And as the medical staff will go tend to her as she is still down.
It's never something you want to see in a game this early in the season.
No, and fortunately she is on her feet and will walk off the court. She will almost certainly be undergoing a closer evaluation there on the bench. But now, with her off of the floor, substitution in, Youngstown State will now bring Faith Birch to the foul line for an opportunity to convert the and one.
Only their second set of free throws.
And she leaves that one short. Penguins only 1 of 3 from the foul line so far. And the Spartans with a commanding 18-point lead. 6:40 to go here in this first half of action. Halleck driving down the lane, kicks it out a little behind the back to Van Sluten. She wasn't ready for it. It's the issue with the crafty pass. You got to make sure they're ready to catch it.
Certainly.
Birch on the outside, over to King. King to the free throw line, kicks it back out. Freshman drives in, and a nice take to the basket by Sarah Baker. Showing that she is one of the premier young players in the Horizon League, as that's a pass into Van Sluten, who can't get it up. And this one will stay Michigan State ball.
As it went out.
Shot clock won't matter all that much if she was the last to touch it, but we'll see off that angle, that really looks like that hit her fingers.
There's some definite contact there. You can see her hand move.
So I am inclined to believe.
The previous play has been overturned. It will be red ball out of bounds.
And that is the correct call. Youngstown State will get the basketball. And could this be the kind of situation that Melissa Jackson and her squad need to just get a little momentum?
It certainly could be.
Long pass, oh, it's beautiful, dropped in, layup, and good. Faith Birch.
That was an absolutely beautifully executed play by the Penguins.
Over into the corner, Halleck for 3, no good in there. It's Birch on the rebound. Faith Birch, the redshirt senior, has really been making her presence known here in this second quarter. 33-19. Penguins on a scoring run, their first of the game.
In for the Spartans.
Birch has only logged 3 minutes so far, but during that time, she's already put 5 points on the board for the Penguins.
Some substitutions being made for each side.
Also in for the Penguins, 21,
Gregory re-entering for the Penguins. Looks like it is Amy Tarian coming in for the Spartans. Spartans now working on the offensive side. Tarian passes it in, and that is going to be a jump ball by Alexander. Good job to tie that one up.
Checking in for Spartans, number 1, Jones.
It's been nearly 3 minutes since the Spartans have put any points on the board, and bringing Amy Tarian in could be the solution to that. She's 6 for 10 on 3 points so far in these first 2 games of the season.
Over into the corner for Jones, baseline cut. High pass, somehow able to be reined in, but it's thrown back away. Transition off the window and good. Daisha Lewandowski finishes that one, and now only a 12-point game. Halleck driving to the inside, off the glass, no good. And a loose ball foul going to be called on the ground. I think that one will be charged to Erica King.
Calling number 4, King, clears first, team second.
Yeah, a little loose there on that one. Not quite sure I saw what they were looking for. But the call is as it is. Kicked out to Halleck, 3-ball, and it's good. Theron Halleck sinks that one and ends the dry spell for the Spartans.
You can really see that the Penguins have gotten more into the swing of it in this second quarter so far.
Out to the outside, drive in, no good from King. Now it's Halleck pushing in transition, swing to the outside, 3-ball, up and good. Amy Taryn sinks that one.
Those 3-pointers really are Tarian's specialty, her 7th of the season so far.
Foul going to be called on Michigan State. The fouls had slowed down, at least in this second quarter. Weren't picking them up quite as fast as early in the first quarter.
That will be their 4th.
Certainly something to keep an eye on. Penguins on the near baseline. Able to get it across. Working with some movement, a little back screen, swung into the corner. Nice crossover to the free throw line, shot up, no good. Barrier couldn't get it to fall. Halleck, skip pass, gets it over to Dykstra, who hits the 3. Mara Dykstra, the Canadian, sinks the 3-ball.
That will put the Spartans 7 for 13 out of 3 points so far this game.
An impressive clip for the Spartans, who have now doubled the score of the Penguins, 42-21. Gregory back to the basket, and she turns it over to Halleck. Halleck in high gear goes for the crossover, and will be out last touched by Halleck.
In the past 2 minutes, the Spartans have scored 9 unanswered by the Penguins.
And Halleck going to get a moment's breather. And for Youngstown State, they've got to find some way to get some offense going here. Renewed aggression on the full court press. They are able to get it across the line. Lewandowski tries for a high lob, and it gets taken away by Blair. Kennedy Blair dishes it out to Jones. Jones driving in, jump stop, fade away, no good. But rebounded by Blair, put back no good. It's another offensive rebound for the Spartans, and it'll be a jump ball.
It's good to see Jones back out on the court after she took that heavy fall not too long ago.
Seems as though she may have just gotten the wind knocked out of her. Take another look at the tie up there. Freilich returning to the full court pressure. Penguins go for the crossover. They're able to get it across to Cameron. Cameron skip pass over to Santoro. No good. Nice rebound by Michigan State. And now it's Jones having to slow things down. Dished into Blair, left hand, no good.
Santoro went into today's game 6 for her 9 3-point attempts, but has not been able to make one so far.
And that one's going to be rejected by Dykstra. Still maintaining possession is Youngstown State. And just as you'd mentioned it, Casey Santoro cannot break this spell there. Airballs that 3.
Penguins have not been able to make in any of the 5 field goal attempts in this past 3.5 minutes.
Tough stretch for the Penguins. Though points aren't exactly flowing for the Spartans either. As there's a deep ball, no good, rebounded by Van Sluten. But that one's going to be knocked out, last touched by Youngstown State. Green and white will retain possession.
The Spartans also haven't been able to make any of their last 4 field goal attempts.
Combined 0 for their last 9.
The 2 state universities seem to find themselves in a standoff.
A couple of institutions of public higher learning. Jones with a nice quick pass, driving to the inside, skip pass, 3-ball up from Blair, no good. And it's Jones getting the board, and she's rejected at the rim, and it's an and one. Offensive rebound from Mara Dykstra, and physical enough to get it done.
Rebounds really have been the Spartans' specialty so far. They're 19th of the game, scoring off of that one.
Mara Dykstra, transfer from Montana State to the charity stripe, and she sinks it. 45-21.
Spartans' highest lead of the game so far, 23 ahead.
Spartans in the midst of one of their signature runs. Penguins just trying to get something going they can take into the half. Little trouble with it, kicked out. Cameron, 3-ball, no good. And rebound pulled down by Blair. Swing pass, 3-ball up, no good. And hustling for the rebound is Rashonda Jones. About 20 seconds separating game and shot clock as Van Sluten goes in, no good. Nice rebound, pulled down by Faith Birch. And Youngstown State will have a chance for the last shot of the first half. 20 seconds and dwindling. Santoro directing the offense. Santoro with 3 seconds dwindling down, lobs this one up off the window and good. Yeah. So the second half of action kicks back off. Michigan State starting with possession. Van Sluten tries to kick out into the corner. This time, Penguins patrolling the passing lanes pretty well. Swing over to Halleck, 3-ball up, no good. But Van Sluten with the offensive board. 11th offensive board of the game for the Spartans, and they turn it into another point. Theron Halleck with a nice takeaway, but she gives it right back. It's a turnover apiece.
When you look at scoring trends for these teams in the third quarter, MSU stays pretty consistent in scoring throughout all 4 quarters of the game, but Youngstown State seems to do most of it in the third quarter. So this could be a very volatile moment for the Penguins.
It's all a question of what Coach Melissa Jackson has cooked up to get them going in the second half. Mid-range jumper rims out for Erica King, no good. Spartans in transition, little spin move, and Blair was fouled on the way up. She'll go to the line for 2. Santoro gets her second foul charged.
In this third quarter, you really got to focus on not committing those fouls, with both teams seeing quite a few throughout this first half of basketball.
No doubt about that. Blair can't sink the second one, so she'll split the pair. 7 for 8 on the season from her. But Farron Halleck from way downtown sinks that one, giving the Spartans a spark.
11 points for Halleck on the day so far.
Third 3 for her. Spartans now ahead 51-23.
When you look at those threes, the Spartans are 8 for 18 so far. Very impressive compared to the Penguins, 2 for 8.
And how about a little spin cycle there for Erica King? You got to pay a few bucks for that.
This game, writing game stories, doing footage, and then of course our huge Big Ten Student U crew.
And the players as well. Pass along the baseline, bit of a bad read there from Jones, but it does draw a foul. As Blair prepares for the inbound, it will be Santoro checking out.
As you see more Penguins check in from the bench, you see that Youngstown starts to close that gap between bench scoring that they were seeing versus MSU in the first half. They've got 15 points from the bench compared to MSU's 21.
Still trailing by 26. You had brought up three-point shooting earlier. They have not made a three-pointer since the first quarter. Youngstown State, little turning hook, no good from the mid-range. Now it's Blair in transition, driving, kicking it out to Jones. Jones, nice baseline pass, reverse layup, no good from Van Sluten. And she'll go to the line for 2.
These will be Van Sluten's first free throws of the game today.
And a really nice pass to set this up here on that little bounce pass into Van Sluten. And for Van Sluten, free throws obviously going to be a very important part of her game in Big Ten play as she misses that first half. She's a very strong 4, but teams tend to play her real physical and send her to the charity stripe a lot. She'll split the pair there.
That'll put Van Sluten at 6 for 9 free throws so far this season.
Youngstown State going to be fouled by Halleck there in the backcourt. Defense still unrelenting.
Spartans really have a formidable defense here at the Breslin. They really stick with these teams and pressure them and force so many turnovers.
Youngstown on the offensive end. Crossover by King. Sent back out to Baker. Baker to Lewandowski. Shot off the glass and good. Lewandowski, second one, she's used the glass to get some points. 52-27 now the score. Dykstra on the outside. Skip pass over to Jones. Jones has her pocket pick there, and a nice play by Faith Birch. Red shirt senior with active hands in the passing lane. trying to pass in on the back cut, sent away by Van Sluten.
For Youngstown State.
Hayden Barrier now checking back in for the Penguins. She has both of their made three-pointers.
Bringing Barrier back in could certainly change the tide here for the Penguins. Like I said, scoring trends show them doing most of their scoring in this third quarter.
And there's a three from Danielle Cameron. Her first made three and their first made three since the first quarter.
It's the 11th three-pointer of the game so far.
Kick over to Jones. Her three is no good, and it's the Penguins with a rebound. Only a 22-point game, but a little bit of trouble. Can't keep it in bounds. Good defense from Jones forces the turnover.
Checking in for Youngstown State, number 7,
The Penguins just scoring. In this last 3 minutes of the game, the Spartans have not made any field goals. The only points they've seen in these last 3 minutes were Van Sluten's free throw point.
MSU, a team that's been characterized by its potent offense, leading the Big Ten in scoring, and in there goes Van Sluten. Ends the field goal drought and some full court pressure, and it's a 5-second violation. Another turnover for the Penguins.
Penguins are at 19 turnovers for the game so far. And MSU has really done a great job today and so far this season in forcing those turnovers, with averaging 33 opponent turnovers per game so far.
Grace Van Sluten heating up. Getting another bucket there. There's a hand on a ball. Van Sluten going after it, and it's a jump ball. Possession will go to Youngstown State.
That field goal by Van Sluten will put her tied with Shoemate and Halleck for 11 points on the day.
Couple quick substitutions. Sarah Baker re-entering this one. Crossover. Lewandowski gets it across the timeline. Feed in for Birch. Kick to the outside, drive in, stripped away by Jones. And Halleck, a little trouble on the reception, able to recover it, and this time it's poked away. Lewandowski again. Now here she goes, left hand off the glass, and good. Daisha Lewandowski heating up. Feed into the low post, Van Sluten.
Lewandowski is 3 for 3 on field goals so far.
Another bucket for Van Sluten. And she has erupted in this third quarter.
Van Sluten takes the lead on team scoring for the Spartans. She's also leading with 5 rebounds.
Leading the way in more ways than one. 58-32 the score.
Not only does she lead in those categories, she is a team captain, and something that you see a lot
right now is the first free throw off the mark from Faith Birch, native of Warren, Ohio.
Birch is the only Penguins player to shoot any free throws so far this game.
She's not had a terrific go of it, but she splits the pair there.
That'll put her for 2 for 5. Now, when it comes to field goals, both teams have made 3 out of their past 3 attempts.
Take to the inside, and Blair gets it to go. Birch is in her second season with the Penguins. And she, again, has done a good job of giving them a presence inside, but right now it'll be a foul called on Jalen Brown, the senior from Baltimore. No doubt she caught a little too much of the body trying to jump that one.
This is where the teams really need to focus on avoiding those fouls, playing clean, but still very aggressive basketball.
Penguins have got to find a way to get this ball inbounced, and they do. Barrier underneath, up and good. A little crafty shot there.
That'll be her 8th, putting her at the lead for the Penguins in scoring.
Miscommunication there. Alexander was not ready for that pass. (60-35), the score under 3 minutes to go in the third quarter, and that's a foul on the way up. Lewandowski will be going to the line for 2.
Spartan foul on number 5, Shoemake, clears third, team's fourth. Shoemake checks out number 2, Abby Kimball checks in for the Spartans.
So this will be first time at the foul line for Daisha Lewandowski. Transfer from Akron. The Zips.
Those will be her first free throws off of a foul of the game and her second set of free throws this season so far.
Splits them there. And it's a 24-point deficit. Blair driving down the lane, fouled and one. The redshirt sophomore Kennedy Blair finishes at the rim.
Blair is just a really impressive player when you look at the fact that she was a walk-on to this team and she overcame an injury to see a lot of playing time so far for the Spartans.
And she'll convert the end one right there.
That'll be her 8th point of the game.
Spartans doing a lot of it by committee today. A lot of players at or near double figures. Youngstown working it inside. Baker, couple of shot fakes, uses the leverage to get a little hook in there. Youngstown looking good inside right now, and there's another rebound pulled down by Baker. Lewandowski out at the Spartan Head logo. Youngstown's made their last 5 field goals. Take to the inside, kicked out. Baseline drive, only 6 seconds to shoot. Reverse layup, no good. Terrian leaves this one over, and unselfish basketball gets the bucket to fall. Jalen Brown picks up the little layup. Really nice setup by her teammate there, the green and white, moving in sync. Minute 15 to go in the third. Baker backing it down and a little post hook. She can do no wrong on the block right now. Feed to the inside. Isel and Alexander. Little toss underneath. Cheeky pass and it falls. Jalen Brown right where she needs to be.
Brown has certainly done a lot so far this game for the Spartans with 7 points.
.30 seconds to go. This one tipped out by the Spartans. Penguins will have the ball. Only 12 seconds on the shot clock.
Spartans are currently 1 point away from tying their largest lead of the game so far, whereas the Penguins have not led at all this game in scoring.
Take to the inside and blocked by Alexander. Spartans have a chance for the last shot of the third quarter. Kennedy Blair Feeds it into Alexander, left-handed.
Attacking, forcing those turnovers when they're on defense, and really excelling at conversions on possession.
Scrum for an offensive rebound. Van Sluten comes away with it. And I know the best offense is a bold claim, but they're at this point and they've had several minutes-long scoring droughts. When the buckets start to fall, they just come in bunches for this group.
You've certainly seen the Spartans go on large scoring runs, one of their largest scoring runs of the game being 12, within under 4 minutes of each other. And then they go on these scoring droughts of anywhere from 2 to 4 minutes.
Deep three ball sent up and good. Casey Sotelo from way down, or Santoro rather, from way downtown. Spartans on the other end. Van Sluten drives in, finishes with the left hand. And Grace Van Sluten looking impressive, but Michigan State is calling the Dogs off. They are going to sit in half-court defense.
Santoro here is a transfer from Florida Gulf Coast University, but before that, she came to Florida from Kent State.
A little bit of traveling all over the map, but all roads lead back to Ohio. You ever been to Florida Gulf Coast?
I can't say that I have.
Gorgeous campus. Highly recommend if you're ever down on the Gulf in Florida. It is terrific. Blair, kick to the outside, feed in Van Sluten. Van Sluten, nice pass off and then finishing inside Mara Dykstra. And the ball movement is just terrific. Spartans have an obscene amount of assists so far.
19 assists across the board for the Spartans. You really see the teamwork come into play with those numbers.
Teammates setting each other up to score, no doubt about that. 73-43, only 5 seconds on the shot clock. Santoro kicks it back, and that's certainly going to be an air ball from Barrier. Tough scene there. And some substitutions being made. Julianne Woodard entering this game for the first time. Just her second time back from injury. Got hurt in January last year against Penn State. Made a return to action last game against Eastern Michigan. Now back in action here today. Long skip pass, three ball up and good. Abby Kimball, the senior, gets a three ball to fall.
That'll be Kimball's first points of the game, and Kimball is the other senior captain for the Spartans, along with Van Sluten.
And this three falls. Casey Santoro responds with a three of their own.
That'll put Santoro at 940 career points.
No shortage of buckets in her career. Santoro now with the ball.
Santoro is also 2 assists shy of being at 250 career assists.
You have to see if she can do a little bit of playmaking here. Barrier, baseline drive, has that one stripped away and picked up by the Spartans. Van Sluten in transition, lays it up and in. Van Sluten and now there will be some subs allowed.
Replacing Halleck. Also went to 12, Alexander.
Halleck will check out of this one. Van Sluten will check out as well, to a round of applause from these fans.
That was Van Sluten's 17th point of the game, and she's beating her average of 16.5 points per game so far.
This one taken away, nice takeaway by Alexander. Goes up for the layup and sent back. Hard fall from Baker. It's going to be a foul, and she'll go to the line for 2. Baker gets up and shakes it off. That was a tough fall.
Second, team's first off the court. At the line for the Spartans, number 12, Alexander, shooting 2.
Trying to play some good transition defense. No ill intention there, just sometimes unfortunate positioning.
It's a fast-paced, aggressive game tonight, which is where these fouls really come in for these teams.
Iselin Alexander hits that first free throw, and the second is off the mark, no good. Redshirt junior splits the pair. 79-46. Score just under 6 minutes to go. This pass is offline and out of bounds. It's another turnover for Youngstown State.
That'll mark their 24th turnover of the game. And like I said earlier, MSU has been able to force 33 opponent turnovers per game so far.
That is an unbelievably large number.
MSU themselves is only at 13.
Jumper up and good. Julian Woodard able to sink that one there, the native of North Vernon, Indiana. Now 81-46.
Very similar to last game. Woodward came in and within her first minute of the game against Eastern Michigan was able to score a three-pointer.
Deep three ball up, no good. Nice rebound, able to be pulled down there by Sophia Gregory.
Sophia Gregory herself tonight managed to hit a career milestone of 300 points, and she's 3 rebounds away from 250.
And that's particularly impressive for her as a sophomore. Native of Alliance, Ohio, was the freshman of the year for her conference last year. Alexander pulls down the rebound and a foul on the
season, and they have 3 more games to look forward to before they hit the road.
feed inside to Alexander, and she's fouled on the way up. She'll go to the line for 2.
Technical foul called on 21 Gregory, clears second, team's third. At the line for Michigan State, number 12 Alexander, shooting 2.
That foul was called on Gregory, and it seems that with 6 rebounds today, Gregory is 1 shy of a career 250.
Alexander leaves that one short. Drive to the inside, rejected by Woodard. Some authority on the block there.
That'll be Michigan State's 3rd block of the game. Not a lot of blocks from either team so far. Each team only having 3 in this up until this 4th quarter.
Take away from Brown. Step back, 3 ball, no good. Rebound pulled down by the Spartans. Amy Tarian kicks it out to her teammate Abby Kimball. And Kimball sinks another 3 in this one.
MSU is 10 for 23 on 3-pointers. Kimball herself 2 for 2 on today's game.
For the moment, we've got a palindrome score, folks. 48-84. That's the same forwards and backwards. Penguins trying to work on the inside. Kicked out. Driving inside and rejected again, this time by Kimball.
There are moments of this game and that family with the good passing and teamwork.
Gratitude always an important thing. A lot of people overlook. Feed to the inside, no good. Michigan State retaining possession. The offensive glass has been very kind to them. Brown to the inside and 1. Jalen Brown finishes through the contact.
That'll put Brown 4 for 4 field goals so far this game. Brown's a very reliable scorer here for the Spartans, often able to follow through and make the conversion.
Can't follow up on that one. But a foul on the floor.
12, Lewandowski clears second.
Lewandowski picks up a foul, and with the bonus, it'll be 2 free throws once again for Brown. Sinks the first. Brown sinks both, and it's an 88-48 advantage for the Spartans. 40 points, the largest lead of this one, no question.
That'll put Brown into the double digits, along with many other Spartans today for scoring.
Real nice back cut there from Faith Birch. Able to convert that one.
Birch herself hit a career milestone today, breaking 400 career points here at the Breslin Center.
Good for her as she works on Woodard inside. Kicked out, 3-ball up and good. Amy Tarian sinks that one. And able to pull down the rebound. 91-50 is the score. Feed to Woodard, take to the inside, and an offensive foul. Nice job to get over and get position there by Hayden Barrier.
Spartan foul on 33, Woodard clears first.
With Anna Tarian there scoring a 3-point, that means both of the Tarian twins have scored a 3-point here today.
Passing around the outside. Working in back to the basket, and a foul will be called. This one on Jalen Brown.
Spartan foul on 23, Brown clears second, team second.
It's going to be on the floor. Bella Sams. He called to inbound, and that's going to be a foul on MSU.
Third foul called on 25, Terry clears first, team third.
Bella Sams on the floor, who threw in that inbounds pass. I just feel inclined to try and say where she's from in Wisconsin, Oconomowoc. I think, I don't know. There's a lot of towns with a lot of letters in their name up there in the great state of Wisconsin.
When you talk about long town names from Wisconsin, the Tarian twins' hometown comes to mind as well.
Yes. Pewaukee. Pewaukee up there. Movement around the outside, following a nice bucket from Birch. Feed to the inside. Woodard back to the basket and sinks it. Great play from Woodard. It's now a 41-point advantage. This one taken away by Brown. Brown in transition. Can't finish the layup, but there for the rebound is Shoemate. Taken away, and there's Brown to take it right back. Underhand layup, no good. About 60 seconds remaining in this one. And substitutions will be permitted. It's Ashlyn Van Tassel from Cameron, West Virginia. We'll check in. Redshirt freshman.
Very young team for the Penguins.
They've got a lot to look forward to in Horizon League play. Going to the inside, off the window, no good. Rebound can't quite be hauled in by Van Tassel. Kimball drives down the baseline, able to get a pass off, but Woodard not able to rein it in. (93-52) the score. You see the effort on the pass there, just a little hard to rein in. Dish to the outside, 3-ball up and good. Emma Shoemate continues to impress from deep.
Shoemate has had such an amazing performance today. 4 3-pointers.
Layup no good, and the Spartans can drain this one out. And it looks as though they will. 3-0 are the green and white. The number 24 team in all the land comes in and shows that they are deserving of that spot